So a lot of users they talk about how your music has affected them so much and how it has inspired them, and they're asking like, what kind of stories you have that people have come up to you and said how your music has inspired them, and how has that affected you?
It has affected me. It's affected me a lot. I've tried not to let it affect the music, so I end up becoming like an embassy for these things, because I think they will become very self-indulgent and sort of almost, I don't know, I know some bands who've become, I don't know, self-appointed messiahs in a way, like they start to think, without this, nothing will happen. I just want to continue writing music as I always want to do, with the same message in mind. But as far as, well, soldiers come back with stories from when they've been in very heavy conflicts, and how they've listened to the music to get them through, and how it's become a reminder that they were there because politicians decided they should be there. They're doing their service for their country, but they reminded themselves of who they were through some horrific things that they saw. That would be on the lighter side. People who are dying, who listen to the music and how it affects them. And I'm going to get very emotional when I start to talk about this. This is maybe not the right mode to do this because we're on video, but I share these emails with almost nobody because they are very personal. There was a person who had the album played during the birth of her son, because she wanted the first thing that her son would hear was a selection of tracks, and that meant a great deal to me, because it meant so much to her. The birth of her son had come at the tail end of an awful lot of harrowing activities. Guy who left home, had a horrible childhood, gave up on his parents, gave up on everything, and just became a homeless person at a very young age, which I found very sad. And then, for some bizarre reason, he was outside a club and they were playing a VNV song, and he asked someone coming out, "What's that?" And he scrounged the money together, managed to get the track, however he listens to this, got the album and stuff like that. He's now a lawyer, and he attributes this to having listened to music and felt that something, it just pushed him or inspired him a little bit to be something more, and realize what was important in his life, and that his being homeless was just a protest against his parents, and he was suffering. He was the one suffering for it. The number of people who've told us that they would have killed themselves, and that they stopped themselves listening to the music. I mean, I could go through a long list. People who've been dying of terminal illnesses, or could have, who I've met parents who say that it gave their child hope, and their child got up and went on with a next as healthy a life as was possible, because they believed in not letting this get them down and not letting it defeat them. I can't really share the very specifics. They're very touching. I'm thinking of one right now, which is actually affecting me far too much. So I do read them, and they touch me deeply, and it's amazing. It's quite a humbling experience to know that people feel this way about music you write. Anyway, pardon me, excuse me.